Yo, I'm here. I'm gonna talk about setting goals because a lot of people out here say they want to do stuff, they want to do things, and just say they want to do stuff and want to do things, or they go to a family gathering, they go to a family reunion, they go meet up with their uncles and aunts they haven't seen in a while. What you doing? Oh, I'm about to be this, and have no goals set. So I'm gonna tell y'all about why setting goals is important. So when you go to college, it's kind of easy because whether you know it or not, those classes that are adding up on top of each other to get you to graduate are like mini goals. So when I went to school, it was like 3-4 phases of like physiology I went through. So I had the intro, then I had the exercise, and I had the applied exercise, and then I had stuff after that, you know what I'm saying, that I had to learn. So it was like goals set up to where I could have a full understanding of the material, so I technically knew why I was getting my degree, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had set goals incrementally set. But most people, I'm not gonna say most people, but a lot of people don't go to school. So how are you gonna set goals? So whenever you have like a plan you wanna do, scratch that. Whenever you have something you wanna do, you need to make a plan. So if you say, oh, I wanna rap, and you don't have a goal set of how am I gonna get myself on Apple Music, Spotify, how many songs am I gonna release per week, how many songs am I gonna release per month, how many interactions I'm gonna have with people in my industry. If you don't have goals set like that, then it's just a pipe dream. Straight up. If you just wake up every day, I'm about to be a rapper, you just go into the studio smoking, maybe you get done with half of a song, write a verse, you might as well just give up. Just not do that, because either your passion is out there, number one, or you're not executing enough on the goals if you set goals that you're setting. So set goals, number one, is going to give you guidance. So if you have goals set, you know what I'm saying, you kind of know what direction you're going to. And it doesn't mean it has to be set in stone. This is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like guidance. So you can be going along, knock out one thing, knock out one thing, knock out one thing. Hey, this might not work. All right, but let me maneuver around it, reset it or reorganize it. Boom, break through that. Keep going. Like, at least you're going forward. Versus some people most people, I'm gonna say, that don't have goals, something happens and you either just stop, stalemate for a long ass time, or move backwards. You know what I'm saying? You start doing stuff that has nothing in line with your plan. So now you want to rap, but now you producing, or now you fucking taking photos, like now you're just all over the place because you have no guidance in your goals. So if you have goals, you have guidance, you have a plan, you have structure in your life, you know you know what you're gonna do when you wake up in the morning. A lot of people just roll out of bed and do nothing. Roll out of bed and just go to work right away, don't eat, don't meditate, don't pray, just shower, brush your teeth and run out the door. Like, have some type of backbone to your day. Like, when you get home from work, when you get home from school, you shouldn't just be plopping up, drinking a beer, watching Netflix, chilling on the phone until you gotta go to bed and restart your day. Like, that is the most depressing shit I could ever think of doing in my life. I'm gonna get home from work after a long day of putting out, and now I'm gonna just post up and watch TV. Like, your mind is completely going to shit. So, all right, I'm not even gonna get into that. So when you have goals, you have a plan. And what comes with the plan? I know y'all seen in movies where a pirate points at a map, hey, this is where we gonna go. That's what the plan is. You know where you're gonna go, and you know, you might not know everything at the moment, but you know what it's gonna take to get there. You know what I'm saying? And so with that plan is gonna come some type of sacrifice, because what are you gonna give up to get to where you wanna go? So if you want to become a doctor, you got to give up a lot of free time that you would normally spend, or that people spend on video games, watching TV, like going out. I'm not saying all the time, but you're gonna have to give away a lot of that time. You got to limit that to one time per week. You know what I'm saying? A couple times per month. If you want to really be a high achiever and become a doctor, lawyer, entrepreneur, whatever you want to be, you got to give up a lot of time. When I was in college, I gave up a lot of nights out. People would hit me up Thursday, man, I can't do that. I have a test Monday, I have a test Tuesday, I have a test Wednesday. If I had a test early that next week, I was not going out, just for my mental clarity. I didn't want to mess up my sleep schedule. I didn't want to mess up my study pattern. I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to drink and then like be feeling recovering from drink. Like, no, I didn't want to risk nothing. I did not want to risk anything. I was willing to sacrifice that so I could get through to where I want to get through. And a lot of people that were telling me to go out and all this, pay attention to the people that's trying to advise you to get off your goals. Because a lot of people that were telling me to party, telling me to do this, either they hadn't graduated, either it took them 7, 8 years to graduate. No offense, but I just wasn't going to be in college for 7, 8 years. It took them 7, 8 years to graduate, hadn't graduated, or goals just weren't as high as I was. Like their major was probably easier. They just didn't want to they didn't want to operate at the same level as me. You know what I'm saying? So looking back, I'm like, damn, good thing I didn't do that. I'll be just like them. You know what I'm saying? So watch who's telling you what to do. So when you have that plan, you're going to have to make some sacrifices on what it is you're going to do and you're not going to do. So it's going to be times when you don't feel like going to the gym to keep your mind right, to keep excelling in the goals you want to set. That's fine. It's always going to be times you don't feel like you want to do stuff, but you have to remember why you're doing it. If you don't remember why you're doing it, if you don't go into something when you're feeling like, man, I don't really feel like doing that, and you do it anyway, if you don't have that like in the back of your mind, I have to do this, you're going to fail. Because once that enthusiasm wears off, once you're tired, once you're running off 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, once you start feeling like that, you're going to crumble, and those are the days that add up that lead you to not reaching your goals as quickly as you should. When you realize, damn, I need to do this for whatever, your kids, your mom, your dad, whoever's supporting you, you have to do it, even if it's not just for you. You have to remember, hey, this is why I'm doing this. Every day I get up, I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. I've been getting up at 5 a.m. every day since like last September. Before that I was getting up at like 5:36 for like 2020 after the pandemic started. Every morning I don't feel like getting up like that. Like, to be honest, to be real. When I wake up, I'm not waking up, coming out of bed, woo! Like, I'm not waking up shouting, I'm not waking up clapping, I'm not waking up skipping through the hallways, ready to drinking water. Like, I wake up like everybody else. Some days like, some days I go to the gym, I don't want nobody to talk to me. Then there's some days I feel good. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, I get through what I have to get through because I know why I'm doing what I'm doing. When I'm working out, I'm posting it, I'm inspiring other people to work out and do their own thing. When I'm working out, I'm getting my mind right and I'm getting mentally tough. When I get up there early and squat heavy, bench heavy, pull-ups, push-ups, run, bike. When I get up there early and do that, it's building mental fortitude. So now when challenges come my way or bad stuff happens, I'm not as emotional when stuff happens. I'm not all bad news. I'm not collapsing. I'm not crying. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not getting hit like all over the place. I'm willing to like things just fall off for the most part. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, because things happen. So keep in mind the sacrifice, because you got to make a sacrifice whether you want to or not. Like, period. So if you don't sacrifice now, if you choose these prime years from 18 to like 30, if you fuck them off, be wary, because that 30 to 60 is going to be fucking miserable. If you don't sacrifice now, it's going to be miserable. You're not going to have any money saved. You're going to be working like a dog still. And then since you don't have money saved, you're going to have to work for a dog to get money. You're going to have to work like a dog. And then, oh, man, I need to relieve my stress. I've been working all week. So now you're still partying at 30, 35, 40. But you don't have the like financial backing to really be living a good life or a life that you want to live. You're still living paycheck to paycheck. At 40, 45, 50, you can't really retire or anything. Yeah, that's a sacrifice you're gonna pay if you don't get your shit together right now at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you can't come up after 30 or whatever, but it's gonna be harder as your health isn't as what it was when you were younger. You might have kids, you might have other liabilities, you never know. The point is, the time is now. And make the sacrifice now so you can move forward in your life. It's gonna be hard now, but I'd rather be hard now and I can chill later than be chill right now with an abundance of energy and then have to fucking slave and work and just feel fucking shitty for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to feel shitty for the rest of my life. I'm trying to feel good knowing that I'm working towards a mission for the rest of my life. Not aimlessly wandering around through life, working a bullshit job just cause it provides me weed and alcohol right now. That's fucking lame. That's lame as hell. Fuck. Like, unless you're a rapper or some shit, like, I'm gonna, y'all get it. Or if you don't get it, you'll get it. So when you set goals, of course, like people say, it's like 5 to 10 years to get to wherever you want to be, blah, blah. Okay, but that's only if you set goals. So if you set goals, it's quicker to get to success. That's the quickest way. Set goals. Try to hit them. If you don't set goals, you'll never get anywhere. The people that's taking 5, 10 years, sometimes people get it earlier, sometimes people get it later. They can have them by setting goals. You don't just get there by just showing up and expecting. So when you set goals, it's actually quicker to get to success. So that day, 2 days, week you spend getting your plan ready, that's gonna save you years on the back end. Years. I didn't know this when I was in school, but that would save me hella time. When I would go to the counselor and she would tell me, hey, this is what you gotta do. This is how you should break it down to get out of college at this time. I was like, cool. What she was doing was giving me a plan so I can get the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people weren't doing that. I know people that had to come back for a class because they forgot that they didn't take a class and it counted and now they couldn't graduate, but they walked, but they don't have a diploma. So now it's taking them another 5 months to actually get their degree. If that's how you want to go out, that's fine. I wouldn't be watching none of my videos though. That's how you going to go out. Like, what the hell you looking at my stuff for if you trying to go out sad like that? Period. But yeah, set goals so you can reach them in a reasonable amount of time so you can live your life happy, or at least focus on your passion at least. But not setting goals and just laying up, getting comfortable. Like, I don't know what you comfortable for if you're not working towards something. That is weird. I don't ever remember a time in my life where I would just go home, lay in my bed, I'm doing everything I need to be doing. Like, ever. Never. Not in my, at least for sure not my 20s. I'm 25 right now, but let's move forward. It helps you know what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So when you setting goals and you hitting them, you kind of know, hey, this is my rhythm right here. This is how I need to be rocking right here. And then when somebody tries to come in your life and either provide something good or bad, you're able to recognize that. So if somebody comes to you and say, hey, it's networking event going on with so-and-so. Hey, if you go, you can meet this person, this person, this person. They all in your industry. Hey, that's something I should actually spend my time doing. You're going to want to do that. But if somebody reverse comes in, hey, you trying to kick it with so-and-so? He just got out of jail and blah. You're going to be like, ooh, no. That's not even aligned with my plan right now. My plan doesn't constitute showing people that's in jail, showing people that's working dead-end jobs, showing people that's not working, showing people that's depressed, bro. Like, that's not in my plan right now. I'm trying to be around winners right now. I'm trying to do winning things right now. I'm trying to align my life with my goals right now. I'm not trying to be on that lame shit right now. Like, all that other stuff that people try to pump into you to make it seem like it's important. Buying this, buying that, doing this, doing that, spending money you don't have, running up your credit card. Like, that's lame. Like, y'all need to really understand, like, that shit is lame. I'm kind of glad I got that at the age I got it at. Like, it's lame to be doing that. To be doing what the masses are doing and following and being a follower, like, that is the most lame shit to be doing. Like, everybody that you see that's transcended, like, just what people deem success, are not followers. They don't do what everybody else does. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, these dudes, Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan, like, they don't do what most people do. Like, if you're doing what most people do, that's a problem. Like, that's weird. Like, that's weird. When you're doing what everybody else is doing, I'm not saying break laws and fucking be a weird person. Like, I'm saying, like, if you're not always partying, if you're not always playing video games, if you're not always spending money you don't have, that might actually be a good thing. Don't think that because you're doing something different, it's always wrong. You feel me? Like, not doing what everybody else is doing and aligning yourself with people that are doing, like, stuff that's out of the ordinary, like always reading, always studying, always working on something, always looking for ways to get better. If you hang around people like that, your life is probably going to change in an upward spiral pretty fast. Versus hanging around people that, hey, let's chill. Why you working so hard, man? Always drinking, always drunk, always depressed, always mad. Like, cut them out of your life now. Now. When you align your goals and you realize that, hey, I'm trying to go like this, and people start coming at you with vibes that are bring you like this, it's gonna be some friction at some point. You either gonna let it make you slide, or you're gonna bounce that shit down and go up. You feel me? So set goals, stay on your shit, stay away from people that are gonna bring you down, recognize what's right and what's wrong, and stay real talk.